Paris has long been celebrated as a city of light, art, and quiet elegance. But on June 25, 2025, that familiar image was dramatically disrupted when extreme weather transformed the French capital into a place of sudden danger and loss. The day began under an oppressive heat wave. Temperatures climbed close to 37 degrees Celsius, pushing the limits of comfort and safety. Streets shimmered under the sun, air felt heavy in the lungs, and many residents, especially the elderly and those with health conditions, remained indoors, trying to escape the suffocating heat. Visitors and locals alike described the city as feeling more like a desert capital than Northern Europe. As the afternoon wore on, the atmosphere shifted. The intense heat that had blanketed the region all day began to fuel instability in the sky. Dark clouds gathered. Thunder echoed across the horizon. What followed came swiftly and with little time to prepare.
Okay, I'm hearing the siren.
Oh my God, Betty! Oh shit! Betty! It's flooded!
Powerful thunderstorms swept across Paris and the surrounding region. Wind gusts reached speeds of more than 110 kilometers per hour, tearing through neighborhoods with startling force. Trees were uprooted. Roof tiles, signs, and debris were ripped loose and sent airborne. Streets that had baked under the sun only hours earlier filled rapidly with water. One resident later recalled standing on a balcony, watching the sky change color when the storm erupted without warning. Within moments, hailstones, some as large as golf balls, began crashing down, smashing car windows and battering rooftops. In several districts, the ground turned white, as if briefly covered in snow. Rain fell in extraordinary volumes. In some areas, more than an inch of rain poured down in less than an hour, overwhelming drainage systems designed for far gentler weather. Underground passages flooded, water streamed into metro stations and surged through underpasses. Videos shared afterward showed torrents racing down famous boulevards, transforming elegant streets into fast-moving channels. Transportation systems struggled to cope. Metro services were suspended on several lines as water entered tunnels. At both Orly and Charles de Gaulle airports, flights were delayed or canceled as lightning strikes made ground operations unsafe. Across the region, commuters were stranded, waiting for storms to pass and routes to reopen.
On est dans un bateau! Là, dès que tu peux sortir.
Even France's political heart was not spared. Inside the National Assembly, leaks appeared in the ceiling, water dripping onto desks as lawmakers continued their sessions. The image of elected officials debating beneath umbrellas became a powerful symbol of a nation confronted by forces beyond routine control. Yet the most devastating consequences were measured not in delays or damage, but in lives lost. In southern France, a 12-year-old boy was killed when a tree collapsed during the storm's peak. He had been playing outdoors moments before violent gusts struck. His family survived, but their loss marked a tragic reminder of how quickly conditions turn deadly. In another incident, a 59-year-old motorcyclist lost his life when flying debris struck him on a rural road. Emergency responders arrived rapidly, but the severity of the injuries left no chance of survival. These stories, repeated across headlines, underscored the human cost behind the storm statistics. Nationwide, nearly 100,000 homes lost electricity as power lines fell and substations flooded. Some families spent long hours without light, refrigeration, or communication. Emergency call centers were overwhelmed as reports of fallen trees, flooded basements, and damaged homes poured in. Firefighters in Paris and other regions worked through the night, pumping water from buildings, rescuing trapped residents, and clearing roads. Local authorities activated crisis units, opened temporary shelters, and distributed emergency supplies. Cleanup crews followed, restoring power and assessing structural damage street by street. As the immediate danger passed, a deeper question emerged. Was this an anomaly or a sign of what lies ahead? Meteorologists explained that the storm formed when extreme heat created unstable atmospheric conditions. As hot air rose rapidly and collided with cooler systems, it released immense energy in the form of violent thunderstorms. Scientists have long warned that rising global temperatures increase the intensity of such events.
Oh, this shit crazy. Look, they're going crazy. We don't know what to do. Petty!
June 2025 was already among the hottest ever recorded in France, and similar patterns had appeared elsewhere. Parts of Germany and Italy had recently endured comparable heat-driven storms, while other regions of the world faced unprecedented combinations of heat waves and severe weather. In response, experts increasingly emphasized the need for resilience. Cities, they argued, must adapt, upgrading drainage systems, strengthening power infrastructure, expanding cooling centers, and ensuring emergency alerts reach every community clearly and quickly. And for Paris, in communities across France, the storm became a moment of reckoning, a call to understand, to prepare, and to act. Because the way societies respond now will determine how well they endure the storms still to come.